Operational issues include data collection, planning, case management, communication and other aspects of day-to-day operations. Majorkas wrote. An official familiar with Vice given the city said this includes improving data collection at the time of recruitment, better communication with migrants, and supporting information on migrants' ability to apply for work permits and their need to apply for asylum. We hope our recommendations will equip the city to take additional steps to improve its migrant operations and maximize the value of our continued partnership and support, Majorkas said. He added. The letters came after Hochul took stand last week and said crisis is rooted in federal government and must be resolved with federal government. In his speech and in a letter to the Biden administration, Hochul demanded that they identify federally owned lands and areas that will be used as temporary shelters for the nearly 100,000 asylum seekers who arrived in New York City this year. In response, Majorca said that Biden administration has granted access to a hangar at John F. Kennedy Airport and has designated 11 federal districts across the state to house immigrants as city faces an influx of 100,000 asylum seekers that strained city services last year. We look forward to hearing from the city and state on the viability of these areas, he wrote in his letter to Hochul. He also pointed out a lease for the temporary use of Floyd Bennett Field to house immigrants. He said that a lease was sent to city and state by the Home Office on August 21, and that a team had personally negotiated lease. DOI aims to finalize this lease when you are ready, he said. Avi Small, spokesperson for Governor, told POLITICO that most of locations proposed by federal government are far from New York City, where immigrants reside. He stated that the state is ready to move forward the lease for Floyd Bennett Field, but directed City Hall why it has not been signed yet. As Governor Hochul has repeatedly said, this crisis will only subside once the federal government takes action on work permits and allows permanent resettlement of immigrants. And we look forward to learning additional details from the Department of Homeland Security during today's briefing, Small said. As for operational and structural concerns, Small cited a letter from Hochul's lawyer earlier this month detailing concerns about the city's efforts. The city, on the other hand, said it was pleased that the federal government was paying more attention to its plight. But New Yorkers deserve truth. So let's be clear, our demands from the federal government are same and frankly, they have not been addressed. Adams spokeswoman Kayla Mamelak said in a statement. Demands include strategy reduce pressure at the border, expedited work permits for asylum seekers, and a declaration of state of emergency to provide more federal aid. The city, which spends $1.7 billion on programs and services, the city's